right, everybody, welcome back to this next case study here for ILD. I am super, super pumped about this one because I have got a really good friend of mine, Sean Platt, who's just not only amazing, but does some awesome things, and he's really living the life. And what I would like to do is introduce you to Sean. And Sean, could you say hello and then a little bit about you?
Hello, and then a little bit about you.
I love it. Perfect.
My name is Sean. I pretty much have like the best life ever. I wake up super excited.
Perfect.
And I pretty much get to do what I want. I make my living off my brain. I tell stories. I think up ideas and turn them into something. I'm a maker. I just make stuff. And I work with all my best friends, and we all just make stuff together. And it sounds a little like la-la, but it's actually very cool. We have a baker's dozen of us that are all just sitting there kind of like cranking away. We write fiction. We teach other writers kind of what we do. And it's really great. We have a nice community, and we're just kind of always figuring out what we're doing next. And it never stops being exciting.
I love it. And Sean's being modest. I mean, he's just awesome. He's a rock star. I love him to death. And, you know, for somebody that always aspired to be a writer, and now I'm a published writer, but not even writing what I want to write, fiction, where I'm going. Sean's doing just an amazing thing there. And I think so many of us have dreams and want to do things. And Sean, the thing I'd like you to cover is, was it really easy? Did it just, everything happen for you? Like all of a sudden,
I was thinking one day it would be awesome if I was rich. And then so I walked outside and I thought, is it raining? And I got my umbrella, and then all these $100 bills just started like raining on top of my umbrella. And then I went out and I bought a Bentley and I crashed it because I could. And no, it was terrible. I was never able to have my Rolls Royce like pulled by endangered species or anything like that. I actually lost my house. It was very, very, very rough. But it's okay. Like, I've never been super risk averse. I'm just kind of like, it's not that I get off on the thrill of danger at all. I totally don't. And neither does my wife. She has very little tolerance for it. But I've always had, I've always kind of known what I wanted to do and been really willing to pay the price for whatever that is.
That's such a huge point. Well, and I think, okay, so ILD, one of the key components, Sean, is that we find something that we're passionate about. Can you explain a little bit about your passion? Has that helped you in this process?
Oh yeah, that's the only reason I got through it. Still smiling because it's not easy, and you get, I don't know if am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, you do whatever you want. Yeah.
Right, so yeah, life's gonna punch you in the dick like a lot, and that's gonna suck. But whatever, like if you get punched in the dick 32 times, just be ready to rock and roll 33, because otherwise what's the point? And, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, like just a tremendous amount. If you're always trying new things, then you're going to be falling down a lot. And one of the things we always say at our company is, we love to try new things. Like we really get off on trying things that have never been done before. And when that's part of your ethos, you're going to fail. You have to be comfortable with the other side of that, because otherwise you're just gonna there's too much heartache. You're not going to be able to survive.
Sean, you one thing that has impressed me is that you have built an awesome business. I mean, you're like you said, you're working with your wonderful group of people. It's really awesome what you're doing. And my thing is, how did you? And this is for our ILD audience, because this is what I'm helping them through, get out of the framework of just having to do everything for money. Like I see a lot of people fail because they get in MLMs and they're not doing it for the MLM. They're not in there they're in there for the money, right? They see the cars and the houses. And then I see people actually do internet marketing, right? They jump in internet marketing and they're not doing it because they love it. They're doing it for the money. Did you ever have issues with that? Like where you're so desperate, you were just like, I'm trying to find something to work?
Well, yeah, I did a lot of scrambling. I was never looking for internet riches so much as please don't let me lose my house. Right.
Yeah.
So, but then, I did a lot of time as a marketing ghostwriter. So I really understood internet marketing, to my depths, because I had to write email autoresponders and I had to write sales pages. And so that really made me understand how that all works. And I realized it's kind of empty. The people who are really killing it are doing it because they have something they believe in. and you have to believe in what you're doing. Otherwise you'll burn out. And when you get the success, you'll be like, this isn't really what I wanted. You'll have buyer's remorse like 100% of the time if you're in it for the wrong reasons, because then when you get what you want, you actually got something that you never wanted or asked for or are now happy to have. So like, what's the point? If you're going for, it's about knowing your why. If you say, this is the criteria I'm after. So for example, I mean, this isn't internet marketing stuff at all, but it's kind of the same principle, right? Where it would be very easy for our company right now to, we'd probably make 5 times the amount that we're making right now in fiction if we just wrote a very specific kind of story over and over again.
Yeah.
But oh my God, then it would feel like work. Like, even though it's awesome, that it's still, I mean, it's not like digging a ditch or like being a crossing guard or something that would just make me go crazy. Like, it's not, no offense to the crossing guards out there. You're doing the Lord's work. It's not for me.
Well, I don't know if they are. I'm going to be, the thing is, when I went to school, we didn't have crossing guards. And I think the world was a little bit better then because I think there's too many crossing guards right now. But
well,
anyway,
whatever. I can't do that. But I think that yes, writing would be a lot better than being a crossing guard for me, but it would still feel like a job if I was going to report in the same time, in the same place, to write the same kind of thing. Oh my God, like, I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But I get to write across a lot of genres, and that makes me really happy. I work with a lot of different people. That makes me really happy. It's not the best way to make all that money, but it's the best way to build a long-term sustainable career. And I feel like if that's your focus, then you're always going to make a little bit more money every year anyway, just because you're scaling naturally, and you don't have to be in a hurry. And I think that people who are in a hurry are usually the people who fall the hardest. Like, it's okay to fall. You're supposed to fall. You're supposed to stumble, but you're not supposed to fall so hard that you break a limb. And I think if you're doing things for the wrong reasons, you're more likely to break a limb.
Yeah, I agree. That's such great points. Such a great point, Sean. Well, one of the things, ILD is the first thing we start with passion, and this is why you're a case study. And then the next part is building a tribe. And I personally have experienced your tribe. I think it's awesome. And I think everybody should follow you. And we'll mention where they can follow you because I want them to know you're a real person, right? But can you talk a little bit about
JB got me on Fiverr.
Yeah, exactly. I got him Fiverr, $5. Can you talk a little bit about your tribe and how important that is to you and what it's doing for your life?
Oh yeah, our tribe are the best people ever. Like, they're so great. So our publishing company is Sterling and Stone, and then we have kind of a nonfiction imprint that is like, it speaks to other writers. We have the self-publishing podcast, and we have a lot of writers who listen to it. And we do a lot of things that you're kind of not supposed to do. Like, our podcast isn't serious. We're off topic all the time. But I think that while it may limit our audience in some ways, the people who love us, they love us. Like, they see themselves as a community, as a family, and that's really energizing. And I think there's a really great lesson there, because you should just never be afraid to be who you are, and that there's a lot of content creators who are just trying to create something for everyone, and that's just the worst thing you can do. Like find your people and talk to your people, and our people are amazing. Like, in the last few years, our people have let us do pretty much everything that we've had these big ideas, like, let's write a book live in 30 days. And we had 1,000 of our people like stop everything they were doing and watch us do that and fund the project. And it was awesome. We're building like game-changing writing software right now called Story Shop, and our audience did that. Like, we couldn't have built the app. We needed $80,000 to build the app. And actually, we need more than that. But that was our starting budget, apparently. And
I'm a backer on that too. I'm looking forward to that. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're actually at the time of this recording, we're like a month away, and it's looking just awesome. So,
cool.
So yes, awesome, money well spent. But the point is, it wouldn't exist without our community. We had a live event last spring that was amazing, and it was life-changing for me as well as for a lot of people who were there. And that wouldn't exist without the community. I think that there is just pretty much nothing more important to online, like really killing it, than building that community. And that really, it just takes being yourself.
I love it. And Sean, I think that what I would like to kind of conclude with, because there's just been so much wisdom there, is this idea that somebody's watching this right now and they're saying, oh, that's JB at a Coachcast or podcast and did really good. That's Sean. He's such the rock star. I don't know if I could take my passion and really do anything with it. What would you tell somebody that's thinking that right now?
I think, I firmly believe, enough that I'm going to write a book about it next year.
Ooh.
I believe that everybody's a ninja to someone. And I think we lose that. We think, oh, I don't have anything to say about this. So this is the example I've been using with my team a lot lately. But you haven't heard it yet. So
it's good. I like it.
All right. So your cousin Jimmy, right? Your cousin Jimmy, like, he knows everything there is to know about copper piping. Like he's nuts. You're talking about, the neighbor's dog Biscuit, and he'll start talking about copper piping. He finds a way to bring copper piping into every single conversation. He knows like the origins, which instances are better for copper piping, what percentage of the neighborhood has copper piping. Like, he just will not shut up. Now, for most people, they're like, oh my God, Jimmy, I'm going to kill you. Like, what is it with the copper piping? But there's like a handful of people out there who are Jimmy's people, who like, they want to know everything there is to know about copper piping. And they're like trading copper piping secrets. And it's crazy because who cares about copper piping? But that's the thing. It's like, we don't even know that there are people looking for the exact same things that we know. And if we can just find the group of people who are looking for the knowledge that we have to share, that makes us unique, that we can get really passionate about, that we could talk about all day, every day, even if it's something so stupid as copper piping, then you could build a tribe around that. And if you can effectively communicate with those people and improve their lives, then you can leverage that into a very successful business.
That's just awesome. So you said you've been saying that to your team. I love that. That is exactly what we're teaching at ILD. So it's amazing. That is a perfect segue into concluding. Is there anyone, there's a group of people that basically everybody that's watching this is like looking for ways to escape, to be more free, to find new ideas, to do things. And I call it intelligent life design, taking your passion, building your tribe, asking your tribe what they need, and then producing products and services for your tribe. That's what people are watching this for.
That's pretty much exactly what we've done in the last 5 years.
Yeah. And that's what we're doing. And what would you suggest, what somebody should do? I mean, what would you say their first step is? And then we'll conclude.
Listen, I think a lot of people make it about them, and like, that's kind of bullshit. Like, make it about the people that you're trying to help. You can't just say you're trying to help them. You actually have to help them. And so to do that, you have to know what they need. And to really know what they need, you can't assume. You have to listen, you have to ask, and you have to believe that they know more about it than you. And I think a lot of people who are tribe leaders, they go in with certain assumptions. This is who I'm talking to, and this is what they need to hear, and this is what they want to buy. And it's like, bullshit. Like, you don't know until you're on the floor. And like, I come from fiction. Like, we tell stories for a living, and in our stories, we may decide ahead of time what the characters think or what they're going to say or what they're going to do. And then they get like 3 chapters in there, like, fuck you, this is what I want to do instead. And we just have to listen to them. We have to take a step back and follow where those characters are going. And I think that that a tribe is the same way. You can go in with assumptions, but those are all characters that you didn't even create them. They existed long before you came on the page. And they're going to have opinions of their own, and they're going to have feelings of their own, and they're going to have a direction that they're going to take the community. And it's your job to shepherd that by being a really good listener and adapting.
I love it. Well, Sean, thank you so much, brother. Where is the best place that people can find you, that want to follow you and watch what you're doing?
You can go to sterlingandstone.net, which is actually kind of awesome because we finally have a website. So whether you're a reader or a writer, it'll partition you off when you get there. Readers go this way, writers go that way. And we've got something for everyone.
Awesome, brother. Well, thank you so much, my man. I can't wait to see you soon at your event over in Austin, Texas. So it's going to be fun.
I will be there. I am waiting.
All right, cool, brother. Thanks so much, my man. Have a good one.